Ever wondered how to bake the perfect summer cake? Well, the secret is about to be unveiled. In this video, we'll journey through the delightful world of baking, creating 6 sumptuous summer cakes, including a special treat for our gluten-free friends. From mixing the batter to the final dusting of powdered sugar, we'll guide you through each step, transforming simple ingredients into exquisite desserts. So, are you ready to master the art of baking? Stay tuned to discover how easy it is to create bakery-worthy cakes at home. Our first recipe is a zesty and refreshing lemon blueberry cake. It's a symphony of sweet and tart flavors that will tingle your taste buds. Let's get started. For this mouth-watering cake, you'll need all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, unsalted butter, granulated sugar, eggs, vanilla extract, fresh lemon zest and juice, and a generous helping of fresh blueberries. For the creamy frosting, gather some cream cheese, butter, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and more of that zesty lemon juice. First things first, mix the dry ingredients. That's your flour, baking powder, and salt. In a separate bowl, cream together your butter and sugar until light and fluffy. Beat in your eggs one at a time, followed by your vanilla extract, lemon zest, and juice. Gradually blend in the dry mix, but be careful not to overmix. Finally, gently fold in those juicy blueberries. Pour your batter into a prepared cake tin and let it bake until golden and a toothpick comes out clean. While your cake is cooling, it's time to whip up the frosting. Beat together cream cheese and butter, gradually adding in powdered sugar, vanilla, and lemon juice until it's smooth and creamy. Once your cake has cooled, spread a generous layer of frosting, adding a dash of extra sophistication with some fresh blueberries and lemon slices on top. This lemon blueberry cake is the perfect treat to beat the summer heat. It's a celebration of summer in every bite. Next up, we have a classic summer favorite, strawberry shortcake. A delicious dessert that's as refreshing as a summer breeze and as sweet as a strawberry kiss. To make this delightful treat, we'll start with the biscuits. Combine 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Cut in a 1/2 cup of cold unsalted butter until the mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Stir in 2/3 of a cup of milk until a soft dough forms. Drop the dough onto a baking sheet and bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. While the biscuits are cooling, let's move on to the strawberry filling. You'll need about 2 pounds of fresh strawberries. Hull and slice them, then toss with a 1/2 cup of sugar. Let them macerate for at least 30 minutes. This process allows the strawberries to release their natural juices, creating a syrupy goodness that's the heart of this dessert. Once the biscuits are cooled and the strawberries have done their magic, it's time for the assembly. Slice a biscuit in half, spoon a generous amount of the strawberry filling onto the bottom half, and dollop a cloud of whipped cream on top. Place the other half of the biscuit on top, and there you have it. This strawberry shortcake is sure to be a hit at your next summer gathering. Enjoy this fruity, creamy, and flaky creation that embodies the spirit of summer. Our third recipe transports you to a tropical paradise with a pineapple coconut cake. This flavorful fusion brings together the sweetness of pineapple and the creaminess of coconut, creating a dessert that's both refreshing and satisfying. You'll need some basic baking ingredients for the cake: flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. The tropical twist comes from adding crushed pineapple and shredded coconut into the mix. For the frosting, we're going to make a classic cream cheese frosting, but we'll incorporate some coconut cream to keep up with our theme. Making the cake is as straightforward as it gets. Start by combining your dry ingredients, then mix in the wet ones. Don't forget to fold in the pineapple and coconut at the end. Once your batter is smooth, pour it into a prepared cake pan and pop it into the oven. While our cake bakes, let's whip up our frosting. Beat together cream cheese and butter until they're nice and fluffy. Gradually add in powdered sugar, then finish off with a splash of coconut cream. The result is a frosting that's smooth, creamy, and packed with flavor. Now comes the fun part, assembling the cake. Once your cake has fully cooled, slather on a generous layer of your coconut cream cheese frosting. For a final touch, sprinkle on some toasted coconut flakes. They add a delightful crunch and make the cake look extra appetizing. With this pineapple coconut cake, every bite is a tropical getaway. Our fourth recipe is a twist on a classic, peach cobbler cake. This delightful dessert is a beautiful blend of sweet, ripe peaches and a fluffy, buttery cake, bringing together the best elements of a peach cobbler and a cake in one dish. For the cake, you'll need all-purpose flour, baking powder, and a pinch of salt. You'll also need unsalted butter, granulated sugar, and 2 large eggs. Don't forget a splash of pure vanilla extract for that extra depth of flavor. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the peach filling. For this, you'll need ripe peaches, granulated sugar, cornstarch, and a hint of ground cinnamon. The cornstarch will help thicken the peach juices into a luscious sauce, while the cinnamon adds a warm, comforting note. To make the cake, cream the butter and sugar together until fluffy, then add the eggs one at a time, followed by the vanilla. Gradually mix in the dry ingredients until just combined. For the peach filling, simply toss all the ingredients together until the peaches are well coated. Assembly is a cinch. Pour half the cake batter into a greased baking dish, spread the peach filling on top, and then dollop the remaining batter over the peaches. Bake until golden and bubbly for a dessert that's as visually appealing as it is delicious. This peach cobbler cake combines the best of both worlds in one delicious dessert. Scene script. Our fifth recipe is a unique and refreshing watermelon cake. To start off, you'll need a ripe and sweet watermelon, some heavy cream, powdered sugar, and a dash of vanilla extract. These are the basic ingredients for our cake and its whipped cream frosting. As for the garnish, fresh berries, mint leaves, or even shredded coconut will add a colorful and tasty touch. First, we'll prepare our watermelon. Slice off the top and bottom, then cut away the rind from the sides, shaping it into a cake-like cylinder. Pat it dry with paper towels to absorb the excess moisture. This step is crucial as it helps the whipped cream adhere better to the watermelon. Now let's move on to the whipped cream frosting. Pour the heavy cream into a chilled bowl, add the powdered sugar and vanilla extract, and whip until soft peaks form. With a spatula, spread a thin layer of this cream over the watermelon, covering it completely. This will act as a sort of crumb coat, sealing in any stray watermelon juice. Chill it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. After the cake is chilled, slather on another layer of whipped cream. Now the fun part. Decorate your cake with the garnish of your choice, arrange the berries, sprinkle the shredded coconut, or tuck in the mint leaves to your heart's content. This watermelon cake is a refreshing and healthy alternative to traditional cakes. And what's more, it's a surefire way to delight your summer guests with its unique presentation and refreshing taste. Our final recipe is a decadent gluten-free chocolate cake. First, let's gather our ingredients. You will need almond flour, raw cacao powder, baking soda, sea salt, eggs, honey, vanilla extract, coconut oil, and apple cider vinegar for the cake. For the frosting, we'll use unsweetened chocolate, coconut cream, honey, and vanilla extract. To start, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line your cake tin with parchment paper. In a large bowl, combine the almond flour, cacao powder, baking soda, and sea salt. In another bowl, whisk together the eggs, honey, vanilla extract, coconut oil, and apple cider vinegar. Gradually add the wet ingredients to the dry, stirring until just combined. Pour the batter into your prepared tin and bake for about 25 to 30 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Allow the cake to cool completely before frosting. For the frosting, melt the chocolate in a heat-proof bowl over simmering water. Once melted, remove from heat and stir in the coconut cream, honey, and vanilla extract. Let it cool and thicken before spreading it on the cake. To assemble, place one cake layer on your serving plate and spread a generous amount of frosting on top. Repeat with the remaining layers, making sure to spread frosting on top and around the sides of the cake. With this gluten-free chocolate cake, everyone can enjoy a slice of heaven. And there you have it, 6 delightful summer cakes, including a gluten-free option. We've journeyed together through the zesty lemon blueberry cake, the classic strawberry shortcake, the tropical pineapple coconut cake, the homey peach cobbler cake, the refreshing watermelon cake, and finally, the rich gluten-free chocolate cake. I encourage you to bring these flavors into your own kitchen. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends for more delicious recipes with Stephen's Kitchen.